What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Power After Hours, your favorite power podcast. Jeff Johnson with you, locked in with you today. Fortunately, Chrissy Bree, my co-host, as you saw, we put it out on the Twitter. Little boy is still sick. He's going through, all these flus are still passing around. So definitely send your healing prayers and everything to her. We want to make sure that family come first, everything, so that he's good. And she wanted to be here. You already know she wanted to talk all the latest in Power Book 4 Force, but couldn't make it. So I'm gonna hold it down with y'all today. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to you listening on the podcast, audio, first time, long time. Shout out to everybody watching this afterwards, locking in with us. We are here to recap Power Book 4 Force, Season 1, Episode 8. He ain't heavy. And this is the theme of the pod, right? Y'all ain't heavy, we ain't heavy. We gonna carry this. So I'm gonna need y'all to be active. My live peoples in the chat, everyone lock in with us. Let me spruce up this what do you call this? Yo, what's up, Roz? I see you. We're gonna spruce up this interface real quick. All right. Got the Power After Hours logo popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this going on. I see the Power fam rolling in. Okay. Just give me 1 second and we gonna lock in. Let me know in the comments what you thinking. Comment section, hold me down. What you thinking about Book 4 so far? And as always, you could tap in with us. Power After Hours on Twitter. Power After Hours on Instagram. Power After Hours pod at gmail.com. If you can't make it live, send us your questions, your comments, everything in between. And I will, and the Power After Hours squad, myself and Chrissy, will answer it on air. All right. So, shout out to the yard, shout out to StreamYard. We always got this popping. So trying to make this look nice for the family, make this look nice. Now they did say that there was a layout where you could see me, and let's see if this is it. No, this is it. There was a way to see me and then it was minimized. Let's see. No. Okay. All good. We're gonna lock in with us. Let's go to the comment section, see what y'all are saying. Shout out to Roz. I like seeing Tommy make new connections. It really does feel like this is Grand Theft Auto Tommy, right? Like this dude is really taking Chicago by storm. And he is an agent of chaos at the end of the day. He's an agent of chaos. And he's shaking stuff up. And all those connections that he's making, I don't know where they're gonna go. I don't know where they're gonna go, but I know it's gonna be it's gonna be problems on the scene. What's up, Miriam? It's been getting real. Yeah. And this episode right now was one of the realest for sure. So let's tap into this. Let's get into the start, right? So right now, all the connects, all the distributors got Dahlia. They got the non-globe version. This is no frills, all effect. All right. Where there was flash, now it's all substance. Tommy wants to expand the business, and he's expanding it with the product itself. The Hasidic Jews got it. The Latinos in the auto repair shop got it. So they're locked down right now. So now he has it, and everybody either wants to know where this product is coming from. Meanwhile, Tommy himself, let's get right into it, right? Tommy knows that production has to increase 100-fold. He needs to get another cook in there. It can't just be Liliana and the doc, right? Laura. It can't be them two. It can't just be them two. They gotta get a new cook in there. And who does he go to? Who does he go to? He can see JP. Now, JP is somebody who is really skilled with his hands. He sees him. It looked like he was reupholstering the floor or whatnot, right? So he sees him doing that, and he knows. You got to remember, JP is the person who he didn't want to accept handouts. He also didn't want to get his hands really dirty and all the stuff that was going on. So he's like, yo, I could do the easy shit and still be effective in what I do, right? Because listen, club is under foreclosure. Father's medical expenses rising. Insurance ain't covering anything. This man is down horrendous right now. So Tommy has a need. No, he didn't want to get family into it, but he made the decision that this was the least dangerous option for JP to be a part of, right? So him being in the lab with Liliana and Lauren, he never really cooked before, but he said he was good in science. He's good with his hands, can do measurements and all that. Because if you're a carpenter, if you're somebody who works like in those fields where you have to take measurements and stuff all day, this is what we call transferable skill, right? He's able to transfer it. And for Tommy, he sees it as the best option also because he needs to be able to trust the people that he's working with. And who better to trust than JP, right? So that's where he was rolling with it. Let me know what y'all thought about that, because I think it was a smart move on his part. Has somebody as an understudy, then they split it up into 3-hour, 8-hour shifts, so no one gets burnt out. The product doesn't get diluted in any way, and it stays safe because remember, this is a precise chemical constructed drug, right? Where if anything is off, it's no longer Dahlia. And if it's not Dahlia, that means people could turn up in the street. That means the effect is going to be trash. And it can become that short-lived sensation that folks were talking about earlier with all the fads, right? He doesn't want it to turn into a fad. He wants it to be everlasting. So that's what we got with JP and the Dahlia and the Dahlia move. Sean Richards, what's up, Sean? JP knew his role. Cook it is good for him. LOL. Yes. And listen, JP might be one of the smartest people in the history of this series across all 4 books because he already knew the vibes. Once he found out Tommy was doing some illegal shit, he said, yo, I need money, but I ain't trying to be a corner boy. I do not want to be where the bullets reside, right? I want to do something that's low lift and be a part of the process. Like, he's like, yo, I don't want to be in the field. Put me behind the desk. I'll be in Excel. I do whatever. I cook up. I'll do whatever. I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke with anything that you got going on. I'm just trying to make this bread. You know what I mean? So yeah, like that's what it is. That's what it is with JP. And then we could talk about the other things going on with JP. As you know, he is the main caretaker for their grandmother, right? And you see him in the hospital. We know that she was doing bad. And he goes in, he talks to her, and unfortunately, it was like split second. She crashes and she passes away. Meanwhile, he was asking for an emergency contact. Who do we think that emergency contact is? Yes, he wanted to find a way, because this whole time he's been telling Tommy, he's been telling him, yo, you need to call your mom because she has a right to know that her mom isn't doing so well. And Tommy isn't hearing it because of his own experiences with Kate. You know, Kate for him was a fucked up mom, and he didn't want her anywhere near him anymore. And he understands, while JP is more forgiving, he feels like he's more real and in contact with the type of person that Kate is. So He ain't really trying to hear that shit. He wasn't even really trying to hear that shit. Even when JP gives him a keepsake of all of the videos that he's been watching, we've been wondering, why are you watching these videos? He's trying to catch up. He's connecting the dots. First of all, JP is down bad with all this money, but he had enough for a Microsoft service and a and a thumb drive to digitize all of those home videos and have Tommy watch. Where did he get this money to do that? It's like, fam, you got to start budgeting better. You got to start budgeting better, man. Like at this point, if you're in a situation where money is tight and you are down to do illegal activity to get it how you get it, maybe you don't buy the Surface, fam. I get it. Surfaces are probably wild affordable, but I hope that was his. Because if he bought him a whole new Surface just to watch some videos from a woman that he said that he hated, you have ironclad faith, fam. Like, straight up. You got ironclad faith, all right? Tommy watches the videos. He watched it for a second, looks at his phone, looks for her number. It looks like it finally broke him after a while. Everything that he's seen, everything that he's gone through, you know what I'm saying? He was looking at his phone, and the call was made, but it was made by JP to Kate. So now we see what we've been talking about throughout the whole season, what I've been talking about, what Chrissy been talking about, what Seth has been talking about when he's been here. They're making that connection to Kate. So we expect to see Kate sooner or later before the end of season 1, even though Tommy was about to call her. So we don't know how that's all going to shake out. So I'm interested to see where it goes next. Power After Hours, your favorite power podcast. Let's get to the comments. Crystal Little, what's going on? Liliana likes JP. Yo, Liliana was throwing everything at JP, all right? She was legit pressed. And I thought it was even more hilarious because JP is gay, right? So I don't know if he hasn't really identified, but he was married. Then I guess he was conflicted and he decided that he wanted to be, he felt like he was more himself by being with men and like it's truly being who he was. So I don't know if he's bi, I don't know, whatever, but it looked like Liliana don't care. She told Tommy, I don't fuck with white boys. But she heard JP's voice. She heard that quiet storm. You are listening to the smooth sounds of JP. I need that money, baby. I need that money. I will do whatever it takes. And with this song is dedicated to all the midnight hour folk who was ready to sell some cocaine, but just not get shot for it, baby. You already know the vibes. Yo, she was open, fam. She was open, bro. And I love it. Like everything he says, oh my God, say it again. Look at his hands. And Tommy wasn't even trying to hear. He's like, yo, this ain't happening. We ain't popping no novellas off, fam. We ain't popping no novellas off. Like, get to the work. Get to the work. You feel me? Like that's what needed to happen. So Power After Hours, your favorite power podcast, season 1, episode 8, Power Book 4, Force. He ain't heavy, right? And I was wondering why Tommy was so sentimental in that moment. It might have been because he ended up meeting with D-Mac earlier, who we know. Shout out to Sean saying JP might switch back. Yo, I'm telling you, it's not never go back. If never go back might be defeated. It might suffer its first defeat. You know what I'm saying? Oh man! Shout out to Alrighty then saying in Chicago we call that drawn. Liliana is drawn off of JP. Well, that I'll mix that with some Philly slang. That John was drawn. Okay. Liliana was open, bruh. Open. But yeah, so Tommy meets up with D-Mac, or D-Mac meets up with him. First of all, D-Mac, if you ever trying to be like Batman or a ninja in the hand or whatever, you gotta go build your lessons up because you're not sneaking up on anyone. Tommy is big woke on that. So every time he tries to sneak up, Tommy finds him. And now that pretty much D-Mac is on the outs with Jenard and his crew, he needs new work. Seeing that he was hanging around with his dad, and he tells him, like, yo, I could be an asset. He has his whole LinkedIn Shark Tank pitch right there. And, he's been pitching. Like, this is a smart kid. You can see the way he presents himself and the opportunities for the way that he can better an organization and contribute to them. He presents himself really well. And listen, I don't know what the new math is. I've been out of grade school and elementary school and all that for like a century. I don't know what that new math is, but D-Mac, he got it, bro. That man was doing math in his head. I was hating. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, bro, how's he? I was like, yo, how's he getting all this numbers? And Tommy was going into his bag, and you knew it was real because Tommy was just pulling out like the hardest numbers he could. And I knew he had the job. When Tommy gave him the word problem, right? Raw numbers is cool, but what's your comprehension like? Because I know that word problems kicked a lot of our asses back in the day, all right? Word problems. He gave him like the if Johnny had two apples version of a cocaine problem. And this man want to say, are we dealing in metrics or are we dealing in I was like, he's doing conversions from like pounds to kilograms? Yo, this is like if Pusha T was the prophet for the chosen one of cocaine, it would be D-Mac. D-Mac would be cocaine Jesus, because this man came from on top of a mountain, a snowy mountain, to bring the fish scale to the masses, bro. Like, this man is a prodigy of powdered substances. Like, it's different. It's really different for him. And so the way he was killing it, I love the way they did that. And also how he mentioned that it was kind of a failing of the school system to not notice where his true talents lie. Where he said he was put in like special ed because they thought that he was stupid, but he just saw numbers. And I forget what the term is called. Maybe y'all are intelligent in the comment section. And when you're watching this after, if I don't get it, there's like a term. Actually, if y'all watch Abbott Elementary, James Tyler, his character, right? He was talking about that and how some kids are geniuses in different areas of study, right? Where it's like someone may be a genius in construction, in architecture. Someone may be a musical genius, like Nick Cannon's character in Drumline, who was able to recreate beats based off of what he heard, but could not read music, right? All he had to do was hear it and see it, and he could recreate it. That's savant level stuff. That's genius level, but he may not have been the best English student or a reader. That doesn't mean that you're stupid, or that you're incompetent. It just means that your proficiencies lie elsewhere, right? I thought that was really important to highlight with kids and just talk about, especially Black kids, right? Where they don't get the proper education that they could get. And they don't have the people to be able to evaluate their true talents and put them in the best position to win. So yeah, Tommy was able to follow him and to see what he was really about, and saw the picture with JP, and obviously he's about to put two and two together and say like, yo, I just brought my brother's wayward kid into the business. So now this is officially a family business for Tommy, and family's about to come to a head because you got Kate coming to Chicago, you got G-Mac in the business, don't know about JP don't know about him, even though they've met up yet. How's those connections going to be made, and how does that bode for the future of Tommy's business with Dahlia? These are the questions we have to ask, right? It's Book 4 Force. It's Power After Hours, Season 1, Episode 8. He ain't heavy. Let's see what the comment section is talking about. Let's see. Kobe, what's up, Kobe? D-Mac hiding a submachine in plain sight. It's kind of smart. Yeah, he's going to the one place that nobody's really going to look. And also the fact that he's able to cover it up in leaves. It's the last place that you would expect, so conspicuous you wouldn't think that somebody would hide it there. But of course, he did. Y'all calling him Rain Man in the chat. Y'all are hilarious. Rainy. Someone slowed those scenes down to check if those answers were right. I am crying. If those answers weren't correct, then the writers' room got some explaining to do. I hope the math correctly. Like at that point, I was like, yo, you got it, bro. You doing all that math in your head. I ain't gonna check you. But I'll be there to crack jokes if they did and they found out that you was lying. You was lying. Or the writing was lying for you, right? So that's it on the Tommy's family side, right? Let's talk about the Flynns. Let's get to the Flynns, right? Once again, everybody wants to know where the hell Dahlia is coming from, right? Vic gets Bennigan, his dirty cop, on it, right? He wants to know where it is, shut them down because it's messing up the business, right? And Bennigan is stressed. I'm about to call him stress again because this man got cops, other dirty cops who know he's working with the Flynns and wants a cut. Homeboy wants his cut. Yo, I don't care what you do with them, but I need that. I need that ASAP. Oh, well. Your sister's down bad. You about to be down there with her unless I get my 50K or 500K, whatever he want, right? So now he's charging the Flynns double so that he can get his regular pay. It's stressed out, but I don't know why son didn't act like why did he front at all? My man gave it up too quick. I'm like, you a cop. You ain't watched First 48? He ain't even have to tell you your man is about to rat on you and you already giving it up. I'd have been like, all right, you tell the Commissioner Gordon or whoever the fuck, right? You tell Carl Winslow what I'm doing. I'm going to tell him what you're doing. So nobody making money. What's up? You got cameras on me? You see me take money? What's up? I know he earned some type of privilege having a whole Irish last name. Like, what's up? Why you gave it up so early? That blue wall done landed on him like Plymouth Rock. Dog. Crazy. So yes, Walter Flynn, he also wants to know what's going on, right? And he confronts Claudia about extracurricular activities and tells him like, yo, I'm gonna crush that. You trying to do stuff I don't want? I'm shutting that down. Where are my men? Claude like, maybe they got lost. Maybe they got lost, right? So he wants Vic to find out what she's doing. Meanwhile, this man who already gets the stage 1 cancer diagnosis, and you know, what's nuts about it is it looks like he caught it at a time where it's easily treatable, but I don't know if he either doesn't want to be treated because that's what his wife went through or whatever's going on, but he's acting like it's an already death sentence where at that stage it's curable. Like he has the opportunity to get better, but it seems like he's almost wants to, you know what I mean? Like he's almost like he wants to cash out. I don't know. On top of that, the biggest swerve is him inviting Tom. Tommy been to this man's house like 3 or 4 times and walked out unscathed, can talk to this man however he talks to this man, right? And he tries to recruit him. He's like, yo, you the one that's keeping my son alive. I see what it is. Come work for us. One, Tommy ain't trying to work for anybody else. And 2, he lets him know. I seen how you do business with Diamond and everything. I can't get with that. I ain't trying to like uphold any race or anything like that. Like you just don't do business with well. So no, I'm not coming in your organization. Fuck out of here. And in that conversation, he intimates that he wishes that he was still sleeping with Gloria so that what is about to happen to her will impact. So Tommy already knows the vibes. Walter put a hit out on Gloria, and because he has feelings or whatever for Gloria, whatever they are, cares about her, and he has a respect for Vic. Like all the bullshit, testosterone tension aside, he has a good enough business relationship where he doesn't want Vic to get caught up. So he comes in there and tells him like, "Yo, you got to get out of Illinois. I got a car for you. Get out of Illinois ASAP. Take Gloria. Don't have anything happen to her. If you care, like I'm telling you, you're this is what's going down. You got to get the fuck out, right?" And all he had to do was listen, fam. All he had to do was listen. And this is where I kind of look at Paulie with a side eye, right? At one end, he's telling Walter, he is a great consigliere. Keeps telling Walter, you're pushing your kids away. You got to make the decision. You got to let them in. You got to let them know. And even when he gets through and Walter tells him to call the thing off, he's like, I never put the thing on. I knew you was being impulsive. That's why he's the man, right? That's why he's the man. Same time, he goes to Vic and tells him, yo, Tommy was up there. He tried to recruit Tommy, which unbeknownst to him, of course, he didn't know that Tommy went to see him. He withheld the information about Gloria to him. Didn't even mention, hey, your dad put a fucking hit on your girlfriend and I called it off. But he damn sure told him about Tommy, not knowing that he would think, okay, Tommy had some ulterior motive. I knew I couldn't trust this dude. Kept them in town probably for longer than he wanted to. And as we saw, it looked like the Serbs caught him out there, ran up on him, shot at the car, and clipped Gloria. So now presumably Gloria is dead, right? Gloria is dead. And who is Vic going to blame? Who is Vic going to blame? Sounds like he's going to blame Tommy. He got the car. What, you put a trace? You might think he put a tracer on the car. All of that, yo. So who knows? But all he had to do was listen. And, he had the plan. He sold the land. He paid off her debt. They were in the clear. It's why you got to listen, bro. This is why you got to listen. I don't know. But, this is what's happening. This is what's happening in the male side of the Flynn's. Let's get what the fabulous live comment section got to say. Let's tap in. Let's see. Sean Richards, Tommy did punk old man Flynn in his own house. Like, bro, I know Tommy has been a survivor, but third time's a charm, man. He's lucky that Flynn didn't say, I've had enough of your shite or whatever have you, and got him out of there. Like, I don't know, but I still think there's a part that Flynn looks at Tommy on some, like, I wish you were my son type shit. Like, you get it. Like, Tommy gets it, and you got enough Irish in you. You got enough Irish in you where you kind of like one of us, but you're an uncontrollable factor. I need to control you. So I need to figure out what's going on. Greenfly, what's the vibe like? I think he also saw himself in Keisha a bit in Vic and Gloria. Great point. Excellent point. I see that. He didn't want them to end up the way him and Keish did. So save yourself before the game gets you. Yeah, I think that's a big fact. Roz, question: does anyone know why Gloria owed money? So I think it's a combination. This is where I got Roz. I don't know if she took out a loan to open the place to begin with, right? She might have took a loan to open up the place to begin with, and that might have been part of it. Also, whatever she owed, quote unquote, for the racket they were running for the protection, he might have paid that whole debt out. I feel like they had mentioned it before, but that's what I'm getting. Of course, in the comments and everywhere, if we got that twisted, let me know. Ashley, what's going on? Looks like the Serbs, but who we thinking, y'all? Yeah, I think it's the Serbs. Shout out to Kobe saying probably Serbs, but all of them white. The Serbs are the easy answer, and he's the one that he had direct smoke with. Who knows if there was maybe the hit never really went off? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question though. We need to figure that out. Sean, Vic didn't take the car that Tommy left for him. Plus, he knows the Serbs were behind it. I thought that was the car. At first, I low key thought that he was giving him the stang, and I was like, I know Tommy that ain't that magnanimous, bro. He ain't that giving. But I thought that was the car because I saw him leave the keys. But you know what? You probably are right because that was the SUV that he's been driving around. So it probably wasn't. So yeah, definitely. Kobe, what's up? Tommy is a boss. Vic was lacking. He went on a hit against the Serbs. Why was he riding around one of his known cars? Questions that need answers, fam. Thank you so much for the super chat too, Kobe. I really appreciate it. We appreciate it for sure. So, let me just get this down. Family drama. We doing it all today. We doing it all. Ashley says it's Instagram official. She is dead. So when they put the spoiler alert, turn away before you see who's dead. Yeah, but shout out to Gloria in memoriam. I like their character. She was a good bridge. I hope they do some. Like, I hope that death wasn't in vain because I'm sure she could have lasted a whole nother season, right? At least, she was a good foil between them two as well. So I don't know what they're really doing with it, but shout out to her. Shout out to the actress that plays her. Let me make sure I get it right because I had it off the top of my head, but I cannot. Gabrielle Ryan. So yeah. So shout out to her. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Hope says Tommy is related to Flynn. That would be nuts. Imagine Kate comes in. Oh, look, that's your cousin. What? Imagine Tommy being a Flynn. That would be nuts. Let me get into some of the other stuff with the Tejadas. Shout out to Claude, who she lets Tommy know she wants to be out in the open now. After those talks, she's just like, "Yo, I am tired. I'm tired of being in the shadows. It's time for me to come to the light. Straight up, it's time for me to come to the light, and I want people to know what it is, right?" And Tommy's with it. Tommy let her know straight up. They're coming after your shit. They're coming after my shit, and I ain't letting that shit happen. So we riding. We ride at dawn. We ride together. We die together. Dahlia for life. You know what I mean? But one of the conditions he had was he did not want Jenard. He didn't want Jenard involved in it. Yes, he got exposed to it. Yes, he wants it. But he didn't want Jenard involved because he could already see what the power dynamic in CBI was going. That there, at some point, there was going to have to be a forceful removal of one of them. He didn't want to get in the middle of it because like he said, their crew isn't solid. We sell to them and Jenard eventually breaks off. Now we're in the middle of a civil war and we're selling to both of them. And we don't want to get caught in the middle of that. So there needs to be one unified thing. We don't want him in there. But Claude, being Claude, goes to Diamond on the side and was like, "Yo, I got a business opportunity. You know what it is without me having to tell you what it is. I cut you in at 10%. And Diamond, say what you will about him being methodical and not trying to do stuff. He knew because he did the math. You know what I'm saying? And Diamond was kind of like, okay, you coming to me with a business proposition. You offering me 10%. You have a partner. You tell me you have a partner. Your partner's not here and you offering me 10%. That means your other partners don't know about this shit. I'm not getting involved in that bad business. It's all or nothing. Leave my shop. Have a good day. Right? That's just what it is. And you know, Diamond Spider senses is tingling. It stayed tingling too because he found out about Adrian. He did his Googles. He might have been in the slammer for a little bit. He did his Googles, bro. And he knew about Adrian's shit. That she was a reporter and she collected info on him. Like, yo, what do you really want with me? And she basically lets him know, like, I was doing something totally different, but now my editors want to do this, but I'm not really all the way with it. So more to come on that. I saw a good comment that could take us to the next part. Let me see what let's see what you're talking about. Gino, what's up? Who do you think will win in a fight between Kane Tejada or Jenard Sampson? Yo, I might have to put it on Kane, man. I seen Jenard's hands. He was trying to do some MMA shit, but I don't know. I feel like Kane ain't trying to fight you for like 10 rounds or 3-minute rounds. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to do all of that. Kane trying to get you out of here quick, real quick. So I put my money on Kane. Y'all let me know what y'all think too. But let's see. What else y'all chiming in with? Let's go to the comments. Kobe says Claudia is like Monet. She with the shits. Yeah. And she's ready to take anything by force. Miriam says, I think Vic didn't take the car that Tommy gave him because of a half news that Paulie gave him. Paulie left out the fact that Tommy turned down Walter Flynn's offer to join him. Yes, that's 100%. When he gave that half truth, he just said, yo, he's asking. But if he said no, that's the bigger, it's kind of like burying the lead, bro. Like, it's burying the lead. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's wild right now. Actually, you know what? I'm still setting up over here, just to show y'all the paintings ain't left. They still gotta get put up. A bit. I'm out here scuffing stuff and whatnot. So you see, I'm bumping myself. Just want to put this up real quick so that y'all know. Y'all know the vibes. Power stuff is up. If it falls, don't troll me. I'm trying to set it up for the people. You know what I'm saying? Setting it up for the people. Big Sant says Claudia ain't nothing like Monet. What the fuck is going on in here? Well, I could hear Mary J screaming at y'all right now, trying to compare the two. But let's talk about Jenard. This man wants to know where Dahlia's coming from. He puts out 20K, says, yo, for 20K, anybody who has that info, we with it, right? We with it. And his people find out that, calling them pilgrims and shit was nuts, was insane. But they tell him that, yo, the Hasidic Jews got the Dahlia. So he's like, all right, we're going to find out. We're going to find out what's up. So Jenard, and probably one of the wildest boy things that he's done in the series, rolls up on the Hasidic Jews, shoots one of them, robs them of the Dahlia, then sends it to cousin Buddy and Gary because he wants them to start moving the Dahlia in Gary. So he's on his own expansion plan shit. It's just nuts, right? And on top of that, he enlists Gary and his squad to strap up, to gear up and get ready, because when he makes that call and knows where the Dahlia is coming from, he wants them wiped out so that they are the only ones that can be moving Dahlia. So to me, I'm kind of confused because I'm like, okay, you find out where Dahlia is coming from, you wipe them out. How you gonna make it, fam? What, you gonna force them to sell it to give it to you? Like, it sounds like it's pretty short-sighted. Like, okay, you wipe everybody else out. Who gonna make the fucking Dahlia? Jenard? You know what? Diamond might have known some shit about you, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like doubting my people, but I don't know, bro. Uh I don't know. It sounds like your plan is half baked. You need to put that in the oven for 20 more minutes and see what you come up with. Uh let's see what the comments are saying. Big Sant. Jenard is too duplicitous and it will lead to his end. Yeah, it's all those background machinations that he's doing, right? All those moves in the shadows are eventually going to come out to light, and we don't know where it's going to fall. Because you even think about it, Diamond was kind of quizzing him earlier in the episode where he's like, "Yo, what would you do if you led CBI? No what ifs, like going forward. Like we had those conversations." And he tells him straight up. He tells Diamond, I will put everything we have. I go full steam ahead with this Dahlia shit because it's the future. We gotta diversify. He's like, but then he says something cryptic where he says, CBI started with you and it's gonna end with you. And when I heard that, my senses went off. Like, start with you and end with you, huh? I wonder what you meant by that, huh? Like, he's planting a lot of seeds. I don't know if Diamond sees it. Diamond's level of perception is heavy, so I'm sure he's woke, but I don't know where he is of what his brother's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Sean, what you gotta say? Diamond gonna have to be his brother's keeper. Oh, Big Son, my bad, Big Son. You popped up when I was hitting the button, hating on the thing, Big Son. Jenard has no vision in the game right now. Diamond's trying to keep the crew a couple of steps ahead. Yeah, Eddie's trying to like make it safer because he ain't trying to go back. He ain't trying to go back in the clink, bruh. I get it. 100%. Like that's just what it is. So I totally get where Diamond is coming from on that. Let's see. Anything else I didn't touch on? No, I think those were all the major things that happened in the episode, man. I think going forward, we're gonna have to figure out this family dynamic with Tommy and his people. Like, what's really going to happen with that? You know what I mean? With D-Mac and JP, are they finally going to meet when Kate pulls up to Chicago? Chicago is all hell going to break loose. Son, you crazy. Yo, man, I'm showing love. Like, you've been here. You've been a lot of my day ones in here. So we're definitely showing love. It's all good. CBI, what's going to happen with Dahlia now that the streets are kind of shaking because people are getting stuck up? Is that going to change the business model? A lot of things we got to think about. Get some comments before we get out of here. Gerard and Diamond's relationship got me feeling glad to have an only child. Simply be trying to take you out. Yo, it's nasty. It's nasty out here. I'm pro sibling, but I'm anti extortion and anti backstabbing. So I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. But yeah. Let me know as always, y'all watching this. If you listening to the audio pod, you could always shout us out everywhere where we're at. I want to know how y'all feeling about the show, what you're most excited to look forward to in 2 weeks, technically. This Sunday, Power's taking off, Force is taking off. Then the next week, we get the first of the final 2 episodes. So let me pull up my handy calendar. So April 3rd, they're off. April 10th, Palm Sunday, they come back. And then the show ends in Easter. So one ending and one beginning. It's like a juxtaposition of life and death, right? So the season ends on April 17th. We got 2 more episodes. So of course, this one, good that we're dropping this on Thursday. So this will hold y'all down at least for the week while y'all listen and y'all wait in anticipation for the next episode of Power After Hours. We got it coming up. We'll have it the week of the 10th. So we got that going on 2 more weeks. And then as 50 said, ain't nothing he doing for the next 6 months on Stars. So we don't got anything until October after that. It's gonna be a cold summer. Cold summer without any Power books. But I'll try to get y'all some I'll try to get y'all some information and see what I know about Raising Kanan, which I think is going to be the next one. I know book 2 is filming now. They're filming their season now, so a lot more in store. Definitely a lot more in store. Kimmy, let you be the last comment before we get out of here. Something feels off about this show. Hopefully they bring in Gary. They're bringing in Gary Lennon for the next season. Will help. Yeah, I don't know what I'd love to know what you think feels off about it. In terms of what the impact, the pacing, I don't know what feels off. Roz, yeah, BMF. I don't know when BMF season 2 is coming back. He makes it seem like for the next few months it's not, but then again, 50 could be talking shit, and then 3 months later, BMF drops. I think BMF dropped last summer too. So I don't know. The man said for about 6 months, they don't got nothing rocking. But at some point, there's gonna have to be 2 of his shows on at the same time, because you got a lot of shows on Stars, y'all. Got a lot of shows on Stars. So hopefully be able to figure it out. But yeah, that does it for us. Power After Hours, your favorite power podcast. Thank you so much, y'all, for rocking with me, rocking with the crew. Send your love to Chrissy and her son and her family, so that they can heal well, get over these stupid flus and coughs and seasons and all of that. You know what I mean? People are still getting sick out here, y'all, like kids and all of that. At all ages, we're still getting sick. So just try to be in the best health that you possibly can. However you do that well. And definitely send her some love. I know y'all miss her being on this, trolling me and giving her insights. So definitely show her love. Power After Hours community. Power After Hours on Twitter. Power After Hours on Instagram. Power After Hours on YouTube, where you could catch the show live with us and give your live commentary and get the show before it drops on the podcast. We're everywhere where you listen to podcasts. My name is Jeff Johnson. You can find me on social media everywhere at Jeff J Says. All right, that's where you can find me. And Power After Hour on Instagram and Twitter. That's where you can find us on the socials. So that does it for us. Thank you for rocking with us on a Thursday. Got 2 more episodes. Y'all got a little bit of a break, so catch up on your WrestleManias and your Final Fours and all the other shows that y'all be watching. Catch up, because we getting down to the final 2 starting in a week or so. So buckle up. It's going to be exciting. Much love to y'all. Be safe out there. Tell a friend about the show if you love what you're hearing. Hit us with those likes, all the engagement, call to actions. Do that for us. Share this. This is the best power community on the internet, and I love to share it with more power fans. So definitely spread the word. Love y'all. We'll talk to you soon.